we're gonna be trying out new tires. These are the Metzeler's Sportec 01, not the RS 01. First impressions, they look thick. The indentations are deep. It's definitely gonna last longer than the Metzeler's M9RR that I had, which I had been using, and they already feel stickier. I've only tried them on the freeway so far, and the difference is already like super noticeable. All right, so turns out my camera wasn't even recording. Oh my god, I was yapping and yapping and yapping, all for nothing. Mount Hamilton is the perfect road to test tires, because you go through all these plethora of S-turns, U-turns, switchbacks, chicanes, gravel, dust, all these things which you use on your everyday environment. But look at this fucking tire, bro. It is crazy. You know what I don't like about tire reviews? That people do it on their bike is they'll be like, they'll be on the freeway and they'll be like, ooh, it looks so flicky. They'll be like, you know, oh, let me just flick this side to side on a fucking freeway and tell you guys how flicky it is. That's not what flicky is. You gotta have flicky with speed, so you actually know what flicky is. As far as switchback goes, it just goes. Just the way that it flicks around and stays on course to your line is already impressive enough for me. I'd say if I were to give it a rating right now compared to the M9RRs, I'd say there's at least 20% to 30% improvement on, you know, feel and grip, and even stability, I'd say, is improved on these tires. I have not felt squirmish or not confident for one bit today. The tire just goes, stays on the line, absorbs bumps like nothing, dude. It's like nothing. Look at how easy it is to turn, to stay on course, and it's just gripping. Oh, and they say that the center carcass is, the center of the tire is harder, so it should give me more mileage. Usually I get 6,000 miles on the rear on this bike, which is 1,000 on the M9RRs. So this should realistically give me maybe like 500 more, possibly, I hope. If it gives me the same mileage, I'm not mad about it at all, because at the end of the day, 6,000 miles should be a good point where you change your tires, especially on 1,000. Especially if you ride pretty decent, pretty spirited, pretty paced. At 6,000 miles, my front of the tires were still 1,000 more miles to go, I'd say. It did lose its shape a little bit, right, which it's supposed to, but man, still 1,000 more, that's good enough for me. And this is coming from who has tried the Bridgestone S22s, S23s, the Michelin Road 5s, the Pirelli Rosso Corsas, Pirelli Rosso 4s, Diablo Corsa, what else? I think that's pretty much the majority of my tires that I've used. The tire is best for someone who rides a naked bike, someone who rides a sport touring bike. These are perfect tires for them. I would say if you ride something like a Ducati Panigale, right, this tire is probably not for you. It doesn't mean it's not going to work. It's not going to work for you because the bike is so aggressive. They want more lean angles, right? And you'd rather have a tire profile which better suits to those kind of needs. The reason why I choose the Metzeler is because the price is so much better. The cost to performance ratio is so much better. And the consistency of the tire over time is impressive. It doesn't just hang off of their usual grip super fast, come to a certain point. So like something like the Bridgestone S22, S23s, once you go past like 3,000 miles, the grip on them suddenly goes, the grip on them suddenly kind of tilts down. Not on the Metzlers, no. Even at 6,000 miles, I can like still feel the tire. I can still feel the grip. It's not gonna be slippery and skirmish all the way around like a lot of these tires. I don't care about Pirellis. I don't care about Dunlops. I don't care about Michelins. You can pay $600 for them. Go for it. Spend your money. You do you. But I'm telling you, for the price that you can get these tires for, man, you are not gonna miss anything. The price that I paid for the tire out the door was $480 with installation. So I took the tires off. I took it to Santa Clara Cycle Accessories. They had already bought in the tire for me, and so I dropped off my tire. 2 hours later I picked it up, installed it on my bike, and then I actually rode the brand new tire past midnight yesterday. So I put it on my bike, I rode it towards the coast, towards Pacifica, where it's always misty, where it's always cold, wet, slippery, blinding fog. Despite all of that, the tire was like, I'm sticking around.